Hey guys, so it's story time real quick as to why I stopped doing waxing and facials, but more so waxing. Everybody keep asking me, so I'm gonna go ahead and explain it for y'all. Every story that I'm about to tell you is true. Not anyone else's story. These are my chronicles. So here they go. So I'm not gonna lie, one time, actually more than once, because I serviced her a few times actually. So one time I had this client come in. She was so sweet, and she always tipped me. She always gave me a good review. But every time she comes, she would get a Brazilian, right? And I would get to the butt parts. I offer butt strips, so I would get to the butt wax part, and she would always have doo doo in her butt. Yes, y'all, doo doo, shit, poop, feces, whichever term you want to call it. And before y'all ask, no, I did not tell her because I felt like that would be super, super, super embarrassing. You know what I mean? And the first time that it happened, the smell, it went all over the smell was just in the room. There was no way that she was not smelling it. Like when I opened her butt to cleanse her real quick before laying the powder and laying the wax, the smell there's no way that she didn't smell that basically. So, me thinking like, okay, I know she smelled that. So I was like, okay, next time I see her, this shouldn't happen. I shit you not, literally. I waxed her about 3 or 4 more times after that, and she came with shit in her ass every single time. And then on top of that, she works in the nursing field. I ain't gonna say no names, of course, because I'm not that type of person, but she works in the nurse field on top of that. So it's like, I know you know how to wipe ass. Whether it's a CNA or wiping your own ass, and you got kids, I know you know how to wipe your ass. So basically, the next few times that she came back, she had shit in her ass. So basically, the time after that she tried to book, I'm not even gonna lie, I did not even respond. No, I just didn't even respond. I don't know how to tell someone without seeming rude or and I don't want to make my clients feel uncomfortable on top of that. So I was just kind of waiting for her to ask me, like, why ain't you servicing me no more? What's going on? She never asked. She never showed up for another one. So it just was what it was. I lost the client in a way, I guess. But at the same time, I wasn't tripping because I really was not trying to wax her no more. So that was episode number 1, Shitty Booty. Okay, and not to mention a couple of females that came in and the smell was just not all there. I can't be a mean person. So, but that's just number 1. Let's get on to the other parts. So part number 2 of story time as to why I quit waxing. We've already gone over the hygiene part. Basically, ladies was coming in, hygiene was not the best. And I mean, even the feet. I had to wax a couple girls who had boots on, didn't have no socks on, and just my whole room smelled like feet. And then I got other clients afterwards. Like, no. So moving on. Okay, so let's move on to this stalker situation that I've had. So I had a couple gentlemen book an appointment for facials. So they would come in. The first gentleman, he was actually very nice. He hugged me, which that was awkward. He hugged me, very nice. But I noticed the entire time that I'm trying to do his facial, he is laying there eyes wide open, just staring at me, and I'm just imagine, I'm over him just trying to, and I see you seeing me. I see you staring at me. So I had to ask him a couple times, like, you okay? And he's like, I'm great. I'm groovy. He said groovy. I'm groovy. Okay. Kept going, like, whole time, just staring at me. And I just didn't understand. He tipped me well. He wanted another hug at the end. Okay. Later on, he texted me and was like, it was a pleasure meeting you. I see you on Instagram. I see you on Facebook. So I just had to book an appointment. I don't even know what a dermaplane facial is. It was just an honor being in your presence. As much as I wanted to take that as a compliment, that was also very stalker-like for me and too much. My next situation, kind of similar to that. This is when I kind of backed off of the male attention as far as wanting male clients. And the second male booked pretty much the same thing, but he harassed me for like a whole week after I gave him a facial and was just like, when can I take you out? That shit got on my nerves, got him blocked, and he'll never be able to book with me again. But that also what made me back off from male clients because shit was just getting weird at that point. Let's talk about number 3. I done had some sneaky bitches run off with my money. Yes, They would literally come down there, get waxed, everything, get clothes on. I'm like, okay, your total is such and such. They'd be like, oh damn, I thought I had that on my Cash App. Let me run to the ATM real quick. Mind you, the spot that I'm in, the gas station, is literally 2 minutes walking distance, okay? 2 minutes. And there's an ATM in there. I don't know if it's free, but that's none of my damn business, because at this point, you just owe me some money. I've already serviced you. You were supposed to have that money before you even came to me. So I was letting her know where it is, and she just never came back. And that happened to me twice, actually. They just never came back. And in a class too, on top of that. So 3 times that happened to me, servicing 2 ladies that did not have their money. And then a girl took my entire class just to wait until the end, talking about, oh, I have to go get my money out the car, and literally drove off. Talking about, oh, I didn't enjoy the class as much as I thought I did. Well, why did you wait until the end of the class to say that? You could have been said that. You knew what you was doing. She grabbed her, and then you grabbed your entire kit and your certification and left. Like, you knew what you was doing. Okay, so part number 3 as to why I stopped waxing and doing facials for the most part. Okay, so this the most funniest part to me, really, but again, it just falls within those lines of boundaries, stalker, just, I wasn't comfortable. So I had a woman come to me. She's came to me several times. I've waxed her several times, never had any issues out of her. So for those who don't know, the girls with the bigger booties, they heat up back there, okay? They really heat up. Sometimes they heat up so much to where the wax is not trying to cool off to where I can rip it, right? I don't use sugar wax. I don't use the other wax. I use hard wax. No strips. Okay, so basically her booty was starting to warm up back there. And this is when I did not have a fan or anything down in my little office area where I was waxing. It just was what it was. So at the time, you know, if you was warming up back there and I needed to cool it off, I would spread the butt cheeks a little bit. Educational use only, TikTok. I would spread the butt cheeks a little bit, and I would have to give it a little blow. Now, with that being said, apparently, sometimes my blows might have got a little bit too seductive, I guess. I don't know. So, the girl who I always wax, you know, she just randomly texted me at night and was like, look, I love coming to you for my wax. My favorite part of the wax is when you do my butt, because I know you're about to blow in my butthole. That just took me out. It was hilarious. But then once I sat there and thought about it, I was just like, I wonder how many other females I make feel like that. Like, not obviously, it's not a bad way that I made you feel, but that just makes me feel uncomfortable because I wasn't trying to make you feel like that, obviously. You know, I got better ways of coming on to a bitch than trying to blow in your booty hole, trust me. So that just, it kind of took me out a little bit. And you know, after she came back to me the next time, it was a little awkward. It was even more awkward when I brought my little fan out. You know, at that time I went and bought me a fan and I sat it up on the table. So ain't no more booty blowing around this bitch. Fan for you. So that's just what it was. And I ended up losing another client. She ended up texting me and was just like, I think that I might have overstepped some boundaries and now it's just gotten a little uncomfortable, so maybe I'll just have to find a new wax lady. You think you made it a little uncomfortable? I mean, yeah, go tell the other wax lady that you like when she blowing your booty and see how she react. I mean, yes. So it was just a few things that's just adding up as to why I just no longer want to do the waxing and facials. It's just, and some people just ain't meant for the customer service thing. I mean, I love doing customer service. I do customer service for my part-time job right now, but just dealing with the levels of disrespect or the audacity of some people, and just I don't get it. So at that point, I decided to fall back from it. I will do waxing and facials for certain holidays, stuff like that, but other than that, child, I'm done. Hey everyone, I wanted to go ahead and give you a Shorty Beauty Bar update. January 21st is the first free stock for Shorty's Beauty Bar skincare products. Also, interviews will be coming for March Madness. We've got our first Shorty Beauty Bar magazine catalog dropping in March, as well as our March Madness interviews that will be going up on our YouTube channel for Talk to Me Nice. So make sure y'all stay tuned, and not to mention the new products that I'm dropping. And real quick, so everybody been asking me about this facial serum that I was thinking about dropping, and I chose to go with the moisturizer instead. For those who don't know, face oils are a little bit more intricate. You know what I mean? You got to make sure that you're using the right ratios when it comes to face oils, making sure you're not blocking anyone's pores. and taking into account that everyone's skin is different from mine. So I'm gonna put that on the back burner right now, but I am working on a moisturizer. So I just want y'all to be updated, and I want y'all to stay tuned because it's hot for 2022. Just know.